I handed him the gun out the backseat of the car.
16-year-old Charleston White took the stand and testified against his friend, Antoine Doolittle, who sat just a few feet from him and listened intently.
He pulled it off, and the hammer back on the gun.
And then what happened?
He fired it.
Doolittle is accused of gunning down 34-year-old Michael Levy of Irving. Levy attempted to stop Doolittle, White, and 2 other teenagers accused of shoplifting 3 sports jackets and a baseball cap from an Arlington mall in September of 1991. Witnesses say Levy pounded on their windshield until the teens threw the jackets out the car window. Then Doolittle supposedly shot him in the back as Levy walked away. White repeated the conversation he says he had with Doolittle after the shooting.
I said, look, you shot him.
And what did he do?
Started laughing.
Levy had been married only 4 days when he was shot.
But I always had my dreams of my Prince Charming. I found him. And it's hard to believe, but I did. And I believe in fairy tales because he made my dreams come true. And they took that away.
White will be testifying against all 3 of his buddies in exchange for a maximum sentence of 12 years. A juvenile judge reduced the charge from capital murder to murder against Doolittle, so the teenager faces from 5 years to life in prison if he's found guilty.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition, and I was gonna actually talk about this, but I was busy. For all the people out there talking about Charleston White, like Gilly the Kid say he's an old rat, that's not ratting. He was a kid one, and if you snitch or if you inform the police, even if you're involved in the crime, like I understand, especially if you didn't do nothing, you rolling with a jackass that shot somebody, you're not in the wrong. So, like, I'll clear him on this, you know what I'm saying, because he was a kid. And he probably wasn't with killing nobody. He made the right decision. But that ain't what this video is about. This video is about what is snitching. And this right here, I'm going to play the video, then I'm going to come back for commentary. This is actually snitching.
I wasn't expecting my last video to blow up like it did. If your husband or wife work in the emergency room overnight, chances of them cheating on you is very high. Let me do a quick story. One of the 3 nurses that's following me, and I'm almost sure it was Kate. Let me hold that thought until after my meeting at 3 o'clock. Let me do a quick little story time. One of them decided to send my video to HR, and my manager called me this morning demanding me to remove my video. I told her absolutely not. I did not disclose any names or locations, so why would I do that? Now I got a meeting at 3 o'clock. I'm here to tell them if they fire me or suspend me, I will be dropping first and last names, because ain't no way I got a meeting because I'm spreading awareness to the faithful husbands and wives out here that's not cheating. I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say on my page. They cannot take that away. This is something I experienced working there. So what? Why can't I talk about it?
That's snitching. She said, why can't she talk about it? Because, bitch, you're supposed to be going to work and minding your business. 2, you clearly know managers or people in a position of authority that's cheating on their spouse. Now, 1, it ain't your business. 2, you want to bring awareness, and I guess morally, that's the good thing. However, this is corporate America, and you got to think strategically, because this is chess, not checkers. You got to know that if you're going to out your supervisor or a person that's a higher ranking employee than you are, that is going to backfire. Some women is just that fucking stupid that they don't realize for every action is an equal yet opposite reaction. Meaning, if you tell on your supervisor, there's a slim chance you might get fired. Now, legally, they're not supposed to be able to retaliate. However, I think they can shroud it in a misconduct handbook policy. So then there's that. In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.